Coming at you today with Richard Wright's Native Son, Part 1, because I'm so excited about this book. I've never read a book quite like this, and forgive me, I know a lot of people have read this book. I'll do a little regression here. I've not read this book. I didn't read any James Baldwin in college. I'm reading The Invisible Man, buddy reading that next month with Hannah at Hannah's Books. But then again, I didn't read any Charles Dickens either. I acted in A Christmas Carol, but I was off in James Joyce land. But this book is, if you haven't read, I've read halfway, and this is a buddy read with Jack at Rambling Raconteur. I believe he's read it before, but we're conversing back and forth on Boxer. I'm going to try to leave some spoilers out, but I'm so excited about the the plot, the style, the writing, the suspense. Kind of like a cross between, just pick your favorite suspense popular novel like a Dan Brown or Jack Reacher, Lee Child, something like that, and a cross between Faulkner, like a character like Joe Christmas and Light in August. The hallucinatory scenes. I'm going to read some from here too. It's a stylized novel because it's in the 30s in Chicago, and told from black point of view. Main character Bigger. He does some things, and he's caught up in a situation not of his own making, but he does some things in here that you and I would not do under any circumstances. Just horrific, a brutal killing that is very excited to read this book. I can't really put it down. I have to force myself to put it down. Let me see here. Another character, his girlfriend, is caught up in this, like, of no fault of her own and not of her own making, but she can't stop it from happening, and seemingly, just let me read some of this. Oh Lord, she moaned. What's the use of running? They'll catch us anywhere. I should have known this would happen. She clenched her hands in front of her and rocked to and fro with her eyes closed upon gushing tears. All my life's been full of hard trouble. If I wasn't hungry, I was sick. If I wasn't sick, I was in trouble. I ain't never bothered nobody. I was just working hard every day as long as I can remember, till I was tired enough to drop. Then I had to get drunk to forget it. I had to get drunk to sleep. That's all I ever did, and now I'm in this. They're looking for me, and when they catch me, they'll kill me. She bent her head to the floor. God only knows why I ever let you treat me this way. To Bigger. I wish to God I never met you. I wish one of us had died before we was born. God knows I do. All you ever caused me was trouble. Just plain black trouble. All you ever did since we've been knowing each other was to get me drunk so you could have me. That was all. I see it now. I ain't drunk now. I see everything you ever did to me. I didn't want to see it before. I was too busy thinking about how good it felt when I was with you. I thought I was happy, but deep down in me I knew I wasn't. But you got me in this murder, and I see it all now. I've been a fool, just a blind, dumb, black, drunk fool. Now I got to run away, and I know deep down in your heart you really don't care. Like in the 30s, it is almost worse to rape for a black man to rape a white woman than to murder her. They'll say you raped her. Bigger stared. He had entirely forgotten the moment when he had carried Mary up the stairs. So deeply had he pushed it all back down into him that it was not until now that its real meaning came back. they would say he had raped her, and there would be no way to prove that he had not. That fact had not assumed importance in his eyes until now. He stood up, his jaws hardening. Had he raped her? Yes, he had raped her. Every time he felt as he had felt that night, he raped. But rape was not what one did to a woman. Rape was what one felt when one's back was against a wall and one had to strike out, whether one wanted to or not, to keep the pack from killing one. He committed rape every time he looked into a white face. He was a long, taut piece of rubber with 1,000 white hands, which 1,000 white hands stretched to the snapping point. And when he snapped it, was rape. But it was rape when he cried out in hate deep in his heart, and he felt the strain of living day by day. That too was rape. The rich white class was kinder to the black Negro community at the time than the poor white class was. I mean, that's pretty easy to prove. But what makes it so compelling here is the crime Bigger commits was against people, white people, directly trying to help him. And by him, I mean the black community. They were rich people who donated and participated in the NAACP, things like that. I don't know if a trial scene is coming up. It's in 3 books. Okay, book 1 is Fear. Book 2 is Flight. I'm in the middle of that now. That are reminiscent of Joe Christmas and Light in August. And book 3 is Fate. Now, is it going to get away? Seriously doubt it. I have no idea what's going to happen, but I'm very much looking forward to it. So I'm just going to stop there and wait for Jack to catch up, and wish you all a good day. Please join us if you care to. Look forward to your comments below. There'll be a part 2 of this coming soon. Thank you for your time and consideration.